All right, everybody. What's up? This is Andre Park, and going to be talking this evening a little bit about leadership. And was just sitting here thinking about leadership and developing people as leaders. And going to give everybody a few moments here to go ahead and get logged in. And as we dive into the subject of leadership and developing leaders, and are you a leader, and what does it take to be a leader, and what are some of the qualifications you might want to look for in a leader. So we're going to get ready to talk about that in just a few moments here, give people a few moments to kind of log in and everything like that. And as we see people logging in, want to give a shout out to different cities and states that we see them checking in from. And what kind of brought this subject up? I was sitting here actually getting ready for a call, tomorrow morning, going to be talking with some of the leadership groups that I'm working with. And, as I'm sitting here and I'm kind of contemplating what are the details I'm going to cover with them, I was really just thinking about some qualities of leaders. And I'm going to break down to you 5 key elements, 5 key things that you want to look for when you're trying to find leaders in your organization and you're trying to develop more leaders in your business, in your team, in your company, basketball team, whatever it may be. You're trying to find and develop leaders. I'm going to give you 5 key things that you want to look for and focus in on that's going to help you to find and develop those leaders in your business. Like I was stating earlier, my name is Andre Park, and in my past, I didn't really consider myself, being a leader. My background was I was a mechanic by trade and always worked, hands-on jobs and did construction, and never really saw myself as a leader, when I was working those jobs. And fortunately, at a young age, I was able to start my own business, working from home, built that up to where I was able to retire at a young age. Actually, about 28, I retired and built a multi-million-dollar business. And I kind of got thrown into what's called a leadership role. And people would come up to me and ask me, Andre, how did you become a leader? Were you born a leader? What did you really do to become a leader? And they were asking me this all the time. And I got thrown into a leadership, quote unquote, role at a young age. And I didn't really know what a leader was, didn't think. So just very, very incredible things started happening. And, welcome out. Shout out to Diamond Point here with us today. And as other people joining in, shout out to you representing your city and your state where you're from. But I want to break down these 5 key things to identify leaders, in your business, identify leaders in your company, and what to really focus in on when you start to work with some of these individuals here. So the first thing I want to break down is that person, are they willing to be empowered? Are they willing to learn more about your product, your company, learn more about your opportunity, learn more about your sport, your job, whatever you're doing? Do they have a willingness? Are they hungry? Are they eager to really learn and start to do the things that you want to empower them with? This is one key element that you got to have when you're looking for leaders in your company, in your business, in your basketball team. It doesn't matter where you are. You're looking for leaders. First thing is that individual willing to be empowered to be a leader in that particular area? If they don't have that hungriness, that drive, that motivation, something on the inside of them that's really making them want to do more with their lives, they're not going to meet the qualification right now that you're looking for in a leader. So that's the first thing you want to go ahead and identify. The second thing, as you're starting to work with people, is you want to see, do they have what's called a servant's heart? Are they in this for me, myself, and I? What can I get out of this business? What can I want to be the MVP of the basketball team. I'm the man, I'm the woman. Or do they say, what can I do to make the team better? What can I do so everybody can get the Super Bowl ring? What can I do to really improve the quality of everyone around us? Do they have a servant heart? Are they willing to pitch in and help people, especially sometimes if it don't personally benefit themselves? So that's the second thing you want to look at is, are they willing to help others on the team to become successful? So that's the second thing you're looking for. Now, the third thing, and if you're just joining us with us, we're covering the 5 key things that you want to look for when you're trying to find leaders and develop them in your organization. And these are the 5 key things. I already hit on 1 and 2. So number 3 that you're looking for is that person trustworthy? And kind of a way you can kind of do a test real quick. Would you leave that individual, around your kids? Obviously your kids, if you have kids, they're very, protective to you. Would you leave that individual around your kids? And if you're kind of like, I don't know, he's kind of a little shady character, I don't know if I leave them around my kids. Well, it's probably something about that person that you don't necessarily trust. So they might not be the most trustworthy person. So as you're trying to find and identify leaders in your business, if you feel like you can't really leave them around your kids, that's probably a good indication that you really don't trust that person. So you don't want to really put them in a leadership role, whether it's in your ministry, it's in your business, it's on your basketball team, whatever it may be. If you don't trust them, you might not want to have them available for that leadership role. So that's number 3. The 4th thing is that person competent? Do they possess the skills for what you want to empower them to be a leader in that particular area? For example, if your business involved doing presentations with people, do they have certain skills to where they can effectively communicate with the people, whether it's via phone, whether it's in person? So do they have some type of skills in that particular area that you want them to be a leader in? I used to play football, and when you're playing football, there are particular people that are better at other positions. I wouldn't want to take a person that's a lineman and say, man, you know what? This he's willing to learn. He's eager. He's hungry. He really wants it. Man, I really trust this person. He is trustworthy. He's an awesome guy. I can leave my kids around him. I wouldn't want to empower him to be the quarterback because you know what? He doesn't have those skill sets within him. So the 4th thing you got to look at is, do this person have the skill sets to be that particular leader you want to work with in that area that you're looking for a leader in your organization, your company, or on your team? Number 5, and I would probably say one of the most important thing when you're looking for leaders, you want to identify them. The 5th element is this: are they responsible? Are they responsible? And what do I mean by are they responsible? They can have a great attitude. They can have a servant's heart. They can be willing to help the people on the team. They want to be a servant to the people around them. They can have the skills to be that particular leader in that area. They can be hungry and really want to go after being that leader. But if they're not responsible, if they aren't willing to take the responsibility for whatever actions that were taken, whatever actions that were not taken, then that might not be the individual you want to be in the leader within your organization. Now, as I cover these 5 things, and I'm going to look over here on my notes. Yeah, I got my notes right here. So, I'm going to go to my notes real quick. So, number 1, willingness to be empowered. Number 2, have a servant's heart. Number 3, they're trustworthy. Number 4, they're competent. They have the skills. And number 5, they're responsible. These are the 5 things that you're looking for in an individual when you want to find a leader in your organization and you want to help develop that person even more. Now, if you're the person that's looking at this right now, you say, well, Andre, I don't have an organization. I don't have a business. I'm not a part of a team. I'm working on myself. I want to be a leader in my company. I want to be a leader in my opportunity. I want to be a leader on my basketball team. Well, you got to look at these 5 areas. You got to ask yourself this question then. Okay, am I eager? Am I willing to learn this information? Am I trustworthy? Can people trust me in what I say and do? Am I coachable? Am I hungry? Am I willing to serve other people on the team right now? Do I possess the skills? And if you don't, what book do I need to read to get the skills? What audio programs do I need to watch to get these skills? Am I going to take responsibility for my business, for my opportunity, for my company, for my teammates? And start asking yourself these questions so you can be empowered as a leader. And here's the thing, just to kind of wrap my story up a little bit. When I was in that mechanic shop, I wasn't a leader. I was working, making $8, $9 an hour, plus my commissions. I was sweating in that hot mechanic shop. I just did what the boss told me to do. I worked on the cars all day long. When I started my own business and I started getting mentored and reading the right books and looking at the right audio programs and started to develop certain skills that groomed me into being a leader, it was challenging at time. And at time I would be frustrated and say, am I really doing and saying the right things that I'm supposed to? And if you're going down that path and heading into being a leader, there are challenges that you're going to go through just like I went through. And you're going to second guess yourself sometimes, if not all the time. Am I really a leader? Am I really leading the people in the right place, the right directions? And you got to come back and ask yourself a simple question. This is what made a difference in my personal experience, transitioning from being an employee working a job all the time to really developing myself as a leader, was when I started to focus in on other people. And that's what made the difference in my leadership, in being able to move people to action and building massive business and showing people how to become successful. And I've been working on a project that I want to kind of give you some inside scoops on. People ask me all the time, how do you make money? And I've created and worked with some people that have some shortcut secrets to actually becoming financially independent. Actually, we have developed a shortcut to making your first $10,000 a month in income. If you're already making that, making $10,000 more a month in income. And I've put together a video that you can actually go online and watch this video at this website. We're going to give this to you for free. And it's called GetRichClean.com. That is GetRichClean. There are people always talking about that's dirty money. Rich people are evil and they're bad. So real simple, GetRichClean.com. On this website, you're going to get a free video that's going to give you the secrets to making $10,000 a month in income. That's my gift to you for being here on Periscope with us today. So with that being said, the 5 key things to developing and finding leaders. Replay this, share it with someone that you love and care about. Take care. God bless. And I truly look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world.